Here we have a triangle ABC. Area of the triangle AXB is given as 32 centimeters square. What we need to find is the area of this triangle here, CXY. What else is given? X and Y are the midpoints of AC and BC. That means applying the midpoint theorem, we get X, Y and AB are parallel. Not only that, XY is half of AB. What does the midpoint theorem actually say? The line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and it is half of the third side. So using this information, we can deduce that the ratio of these two sides is also 1/2. How do we get that? How do we deduce this from this information? XY is parallel to AB, which means what? Given any two parallel sides, their height is always a constant. Whichever place you take, the height between two parallel sides is always a constant. Say, suppose let the height be h. Then what will be the area of triangle BXY? It will be half into height into, I will take this as the base, XY. And then what will be the area of ABX? The same height. Remember what we said? These are two parallel lines, which means their height is always a constant. Height will be h, and then we are taking AB as the base. But then what do we know about XY and AB? XY is half of AB. That means we have a 2 here. So this whole thing is actually just 1/2. So if their ratio is half, we have AXB. The area of triangle AXB is actually 32. That means the area of this triangle BXY will be what? It will be 16. So this much is going to be 16. That means the total area is how much? It is going to be 48. 16 plus 32, it is going to be 48 centimeters square. So we found the area of this quadrilateral ABYX is 48 centimeters. What we need to find is this area. Let me name this X. What we need is X. The triangles CXY and CAB are similar to one another. Can you tell me why? Using what criterion they will be similar? If you look at the angles C. The angle C is common to both CXY and the whole triangle. CAB is the original triangle that we started with, whole of this big triangle. So C is a common angle to both. And what did we find using the midpoint theorem? XY and AB are parallel, which means what? Corresponding angles. These two are equal. X and A are equal and Y and B are also equal because XY and AB are parallel and corresponding angles are same. So what do we notice here? These two triangles are similar. Now, when two triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratio of the squares of their sides. Now, you can take any corresponding sides. You can take CA by CX or you can take CB by CY. The ratio of the areas will be equal to the ratio of the squares of any two corresponding sides. But we are taking AB and XY because we know their values. We know that XY is just half of AB. So therefore all of these terms are going to get cancelled there. So the ratio that you see here is just 4. What is the area of CAB? It is all of this. 48 plus X. What is the area of CXY? It is just X. That means 48 by X plus 1 is equal to 4, which means 48 by X is equal to 3, which means X is 16 centimeters square. That is the answer that we were looking for. This much is 16 centimeters square. So that is all for today. Assalamu alaikum.